Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Monday here with your twin flame energy check-in. I use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 decks again. One oracle, so 10 decks and one oracle deck. And I'm using the oracle deck by my best friend Laura, the happiness coach. She's got two different decks here. It's called the Journey Oracle card. So one is in a larger version and one is a pocket version. So these are available for purchase on her website. I love these. I'm using these today as messages from the masculine to the feminine, and a message from spirit and a message from the feminine to the masculine. So I love these cards. So you're going to see me using these a lot more. And if you're interested in purchasing your own, go to beagoodsoul.com and you can purchase them there. Okay. I don't really know kind of what the theme is today because I literally just pulled these. I'm going to channel it real time. But I did have a lot of clarifiers on the masculine side because we had, two different queens come up. And I always clarify and pull the masculines cards first, and then I pull the feminines. And so I clarified anyway because I had a Queen of Wands and I had a Queen of Cups, and then sure enough showed up that I have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands and the Empress and the High Priest. Anyway, no third party. I had to check. You guys know how I am. So here is where we are in the overall energy. So when the masculine and the feminine are just operating in their environment, the bottom of the deck for the masculine is the Six of Pentacles. So he is in a position where maybe he's trying to be more charitable, more giving of his time. Maybe he's really working on himself where he can be more open to giving and receiving. So he is in the Six of Pentacles energy in his overall energy. Whereas for our feminine, she's in the Page of Wands energy. So she's maybe getting some new inspiration. Maybe there's some creativity, some thoughts about maybe communication or something like that. Okay, so she's definitely, and we have Eight of Wands at the bottom for her. So maybe she's thinking about communicating just in general, okay? But it's kind of new, creativity. This is her overall energy. So yes, it has to do with communication and maybe new inspiration to do so. So when we tapped into our Divine Masculine to see where is he in his overall energy today, we got the Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, we got the Queen of Wands, who didn't come up until the end in our feminine, so we know that's the feminine. I'm just going to let you know that now. So what's going on? He's in this Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords energy is an energy where there has been conflict, there's loss. Even the person who won isn't like gloating over their win. This is a card of defeat. So in his overall energy, he's feeling a little defeated, okay? Three of Pentacles, and maybe through his defeat, he's learning something. He's learning a lesson. Maybe he's learning how to collaborate, but he's definitely feeling defeat. And maybe he didn't feel like he collaborated, or maybe he didn't feel like he worked as a team with his feminine, the Queen of Wands. So there is some conflict where, maybe they didn't work as a team. And so then what happens? He goes into this kind of planning state, Two of Wands, kind of thinking about, all right, how do I collaborate? What road do I choose? He's got the world in his hands, and he's trying to decide what it is that he wants to do. And he's thinking about communicating. Okay, he's thinking about communicating. So I said, all right, because the Queen of Wands hadn't come up yet. I said, what's the Queen of Wands about? King of Cups. This is the energy that he wants to be in. Knight of Pentacles came out. I said, okay, so this is him wanting to sit in his King of Cups energy, wanting to move forward very slowly. He's kind of thinking. Remember, look at this in this deck. This is a new deck that I'm using. It's called the Mermaid Tarot. It was just released on Amazon, so it's brand new. So he's thinking about his Queen of Wands, and he's thinking about that he needs to be in more of a emotional state. And he's really kind of thinking about it. He's under the tree of learning. He's thinking about what he needs to do, and he's thinking about how to move forward. He needs to walk away from things, okay? So I said, okay, what is he walking to? Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups came up as related to his Queen of Cups in his 3D space, which is clarified, and it is the feminine. So he knows he likes to be in his emotions. He likes to be sensitive. He's thinking about how to get back there, and he's trying to figure out how to move towards the Ace of Cups, a new renewed love, or maybe loving himself more, but definitely in this new inspired love, and that's what he's planning. So in his overall energy, he's got conflict, thinking about how they either didn't work together as a team, or maybe how they can, around his Queen of Wands, who is his feminine. He's kind of in a crossroads right now, which road to take, about communication, how to communicate, okay? And he wants this all to be reciprocal. So now who is the Queen of Wands? That is the divine feminine for him, our King of Cups. And he's thinking about how to move forward into a renewed love. Okay, that's his clarifier. Now, where is she? And the bottom of the deck for his clarifiers, by the way, is the King of Swords. So he knows that he needs to operate in the truth, in his integrity. He needs to use his words, because communication is the big thing right now. So he needs to communicate well with her. All right. So now, where is she? Her bottom of the deck, I said, is the Page of Wands, has to do with communication. So we have for her, we don't have any clarifiers, but we have for her the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the High Priest, which is a clarifier to the Queen of Cups. Remember, the Queen of Cups is in the 3D for him, and it's clarified by the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a match to the High Priest, who's the Hierophant. So first and foremost, I don't feel like they're communicating. I think there's a lot of thought around communication, or their conflict within communication. So right now, she's kind of like in the Hierophant's energy, thinking about lessons, thinking about traditions, thinking about this contract. She's also in the Knight of Pentacles energy. Remember, the Knight of Pentacles clarified this Queen of Wands and King of Cups. So she's like, I also want to move slowly. I want to think about what it is that I want to do. And she goes into the 9 of Cups, whereas he goes into the 8 of Cups. And she's kind of in this 9 of Cups. I want to make my wishes come true. So remember, he goes from the 8 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. She goes from the 9 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. So she's like, my wish is that I'm going to love myself more, and that maybe I do want this new renewed love with my masculine too, okay? Because he is the High Priest for her. She is the High Priestess. He is the High Priest. That is a contract. There's a soul connection. She wants to move slowly into this wish and to this new love, and to have a new beginning in the 3D. That's what she wants. I think it's awesome that they're mirroring here, okay? Because he's like, I'm in conflict. I'm trying to learn my lessons. This card is about lessons. This card is about doing the right thing, trying to learn his lessons, trying to work as a team with this Queen of Wands. But with this Queen of Wands, he knows he needs to be more emotionally mature. He knows that he needs to move slowly, and he needs to walk towards this renewed love, which is for her. She's moving towards her wishes and a new love and a new beginning. She's really about new beginnings, okay? So now, in the headspace, when he thinks about his feminine, where is he? He is in the Devil's energy, okay? The Devil's energy. This is the shadow card to the Lovers. And so he's in this energy of feeling bound, feeling stuck. Maybe he's feeling a little stuck to this connection, like, why can't I shake her, okay? So what happens in his headspace? First card out, Hanged Man. The relationship is suspended at this time. Why? Because of withholding of information. 7 of Swords. Who withheld it? King of Pentacles, right? And what is he wanting? 10 of Pentacles, long term. He wants long term. And I said, what happens when he's like awakening, he's being enlightened about this deceit, right? So there's this suspension at this time in this connection, because in his headspace, he's realizing things about withholding information. He's the King of Pentacles, and he wants this long term. He wants, to plan his legacy. What happens after this realization? 6 of Pentacles, which matches his overall energy. He very much wants to get into a place to be able to give and receive to his feminine. This is how he is thinking about her when he is in his headspace. So I said, all right, I just got to know. I got to know. What is the 7 of Swords about? What is he withholding? First card out, 2 of Cups. And then Ace of Pentacles. He's withholding the fact that he wants this new beginning. Where was this Ace of Pentacles? In her overall energy, okay? So, and then where do you go when you're in the 8 of Cups energy? You're on your search looking for the 10 of Cups, right? Here's the other 2 cups. And lo and behold, in his heart, the 10 of cups shows up. So I'll tell you when we get to it. So he's learning more. Remember, he's in the 3 of Pentacles energy. So in his headspace, he's suspended the connection so he can learn more. And he's withholding. What is he learning about this withholding? That he does want union. He wants a new beginning with his feminine as a king. And that he wants her for the long term. But he needs to get into a space where he's able to give and receive equally, which is his overall energy, which is what he is working towards, which is exactly what he's feeling bound to in his head, heart, and 3D space. Where is she? Less clarifiers for her because I really got her message. When she thinks about her masculine, she's evaluating judgment. She's evaluating this connection, right? Remember, she's got the Hierophant here. She's, thinking about it. She wants to move forward. She does want new beginnings, all right? So when she thinks about her masculine in her headspace, she does. She wants a renewal of this connection. She wants Judgment Day. She wants to evaluate this connection and bring it to life, okay? She's being nostalgic, 6 of Cups. She's being nostalgic. She's thinking about the past. She wants union. Who is she? Our Empress. She is sitting as the divine feminine in her headspace. And she just wants to be successful. She wants to move forward. What happens when she moves forward? She gets stronger. She tames the beast within. Maybe her pride, maybe her ego, maybe her anger, maybe her emotions, but she's balancing out her energies, okay? What happens in his heart space? What's happening in his heart space? His heart space when he feels for his feminine. What is he feeling? I will tell you. I gotta get these in the order they came out in. Okay. So, real quick, bottom of the deck for the after tarot is the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Underneath that is the 10 of Cups. They want union. They want union. It's obviously, right? I mean, he's withholding not a third party. What he's withholding is that he wants union with her. That's what's going on. So in his heart space, he's observing. Page of Swords. So maybe he's social snooping. I don't know what he's doing, but he's definitely in observation. Remember, in his head space, he's in the Hanged Man's energy, which means that he is realizing something. He's being enlightened. He's understanding something. So in his heart, he's also going through some sort of observation or blunt truth. Okay, and what is that? 8 of Cups. And I said, okay, what's this 8 of Cups about? What does he want to move to? 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is a match to her headspace. She wants to move towards union. I said, well, okay, well, it could be, I said, it's 6 of Cups. It could also be nostalgia. What is the 6 of Cups about? 10 of Cups. When you have the 8 of Cups, remember I just said this, he got it twice. When you have the 8 of Cups, you're moving to find your emotional bliss because you're leaving the 8 cups behind that you have already had and it's not fulfilling. And so you're moving to find your emotional bliss. So he knows that his soul connection, 6 of Cups energy, which is also in her headspace when she thinks about him, is that he wants to go back. And he knows that she is his bliss, okay? That's the 8 of Cups. So he's observing. He's being brutally honest. He knows he wants to move forward into reunion with his feminine in his heart space. And he wants the 10 of Cups. So then we got Knight of Wands. He wants to move forward quickly. He wants to move forward quickly. But then what happens? He gets a little guarded. He gets a little defensive because they're in this conflict. Remember, 5 of Swords. And I said, okay, then what? Well, what came out was the Tower. And the Tower is another card of realization. It's another card of crumbling. And I said, okay, now I need to clarify, what is this Tower about? Why are we guarded now all of a sudden? So here's what we got. The Devil. The Devil was in that's his overlying energy. That is the theme. He is stuck. He's feeling bound. He's feeling chained. Okay, so he's had some realizations that, yes, this is like, look at this. This mermaid is trapped. He's trapped. He's feeling trapped. He doesn't know how to get out. He's like realizing, how am I going to get out of this conundrum? How am I going to get out of this situation, out of this conflict with my feminine? Okay. So I said, okay, well, the Tower is he's realizing he's feeling trapped. I said, okay, well, what is it about this Devil's energy? Empress. Empress is the headspace. So he's feeling trapped in his situation with this feminine. I said, okay, well, what about this Empress? Fool. He wants a new beginning. He wants to take a leap of faith. I said, okay, towards what? Clarity, the truth. He wants to speak his truth, and it's going to come out because It comes out here shortly, but what happens here is he's observing, he's being brutally honest, he's being honest about the fact that he wants to move towards union, he wants to move towards his bliss, he wants to move forward quickly, and yet he's a little guarded because he's having these realizations that he's feeling a little stuck around his situation with his feminine, and he doesn't know how to get into the fool's journey. So he's trying to gain clarity through this tower moment. So what happens after all this energy? Well, Two of Swords, he starts to engage. He starts to engage because he's healed. Four of Swords. Okay, where is she? Now her clarifiers, I used, my friend Laura bought me this little mini Rider-Waite deck, so I used that as her clarifiers for the feminine, and we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Remember, you have the Eight of Wands, which is the second card on the bottom of the deck for her overall energy. And just FYI, her theme, what's her theme? King of Swords, King of Cups. Okay, she needs him to be the King of Swords, and he knows that. The King of Swords, remember, is also a dupe to the clarifiers for him. The King of Cups is in the bottom of the deck for the future energies. So her masculine needs to be truthful, but very, very honest and sensitive and emotional. That's her theme for her. Right? So as she's evaluating, as she's wanting union, as she's standing in her power, as she wants to be successful and be strong, she's thinking about her King of Swords. So now where is she in her heart? I will tell you. Oh, okay, sorry. These cards are tiny, so I just don't want to lose them. Hold on a second. Okay, so where is she? First card out, Knight of Cups. She would like movement forward. She'd like an offer. In her heart, she knows, right? As much as she's trying to like be strong and have her own a new beginning, fulfill her own wishes, her masculine's in her bottom of the deck. That's who she wants. She wants the King of Swords. She wants the King of Cups. That is her person, okay? And so in her heart, that's what she wants, movement towards this love. She wants an offer of love, okay? And so she's just trying to gain some illumination. She's trying to stay positive, but she too is in the devil's energy. Third time it's come out in this whole spread. Once for him, in his theme, he's feeling stuck. Another time here in the Tower. And now in her heart, she's just trying to gain some clarity. But she too feels stuck to this connection. Okay, and she's just like in the Moon's energy, she's trying to go within. She's kind of thinking, are we operating in the dark? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. So that's what she's feeling bound to, because we've had this, you know, deceptive energy before, the Seven of Swords energy before. So in her heart, she's kind of tied to that type of energy. She's like, what's he hiding? What are we hiding here? Like, what is it? Because he hasn't communicated. Remember, that's her clarifier, is this communication. And it's also in her overall energy. She wants news. She wants communication from her King of Swords, King of Cups, because the bottom of the deck for them, for their after tarot, is the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups and Judgment. Okay, so for her, she very much wants communication from her King of Swords, King of Cups, but in her heart space, she's trying to gain some illumination. We have the Sun and the Moon, but it is bookended by the Devil. Okay, so she's feeling stuck between the light and the dark. She really is. So what happens in the after tarot? She gets a little guarded, but this skeleton is coming to like hit her over the head so she can open up, so she can stop being so guarded. And then we got this card, the Devil again. So I just feel like this is the different kind of devil, right? So now they are kind of on top of each other. And so in her heart, she may be like feeling some sort of energy around union and physical energy of him. And so when she opens up, when she gets this coin knocked off her head, it actually takes her from this energy of being back to back and sad to now they are exchanging energy. Okay, so I said, all right, we got to clarify this Devil card. What's the Devil card about? What's the Devil card about? So I said, what is she tied to? Magician and Nine of Pentacles is what we got. And so when I got this for the devil, it's just, she's kind of like, how do I manifest my independence? How do I break free, right? Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. The number 9 is card of a number of individuality. And so for her, she very much is in this energy of, I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling chained. How can I manifest? I'm the Empress. How can I manifest my independence from this connection? Okay, that's what she's doing. But, you know, that's why she's in this guarded energy. But with the devil's energy, she ends up on top of him. So then with the moon, I said, what's the moon about? Well, the moon is to how to balance temperance between her 3D self and the Queen of Cups energy, right? She likes to be in this energy of compassion. She also likes to be in this energy of nurturing. But, you know, she just needs to heal. She needs to heal. She feels a little off balance. She feels maybe a little too grounded and a little bit too emotional. So she's trying to find the balance between being the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Remember, he's the King of Pentacles in his headspace. Here's the match in the heart. We have the Queen of Cups here now that's shown up. And we have the King of Cups here in his overall energy. King of Cups clarified the Queen of Wands. Okay, so that's what's happening in the moon. She's going within. She's being more intuitive. She's trying to balance her 3D self out with her emotional side. Okay, so now what's happening in the environment of the masculine as related to the feminine? What is happening? Hierophant. It's a match here. He is the high priest. He's thinking about the contract. He's thinking about the connection. He wants to do right. He's learning lessons. He wants to move into more commitment. Okay, so as he's learning, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about working hard at your craft. So it could be that maybe as he's learning his lessons, as he's working in the material world, and he's realizing that he wants a new beginning, Ace of Wands. He's realizing that he wants this renewed love, Ace of Cups. Remember, that is what he wants. He wants the Ace of Cups with his feminine, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Cups, and the Six of Cups. He wants that. Okay, so he's thinking about the contract. While he's working, he is figuring out that he wants a new beginning. He wants a renewed love with who? The Queen of Cups. But he knows he broke her heart. Three of Swords. He knows he broke her heart. That's why we're in the Five of Swords energy. That's why. So I said, okay, well, I understand this. I understand that he is the high priest. I also know that he's learning his lessons and he's understanding that there is a connection here. He's learning this while he's working in the material world, that he wants this new beginning, that he wants this new love with his Queen of Cups. I said, I got to find out, because at this point, who the hell is the Queen of Cups? I hadn't had these clarifiers yet, but now we do know it is the feminine. So I said, okay, who's the Queen of Cups? Nine of Cups came out. I said, okay, I think this is the feminine, because why? Nine of Cups is in the overall energy. So when this came out, I was like, okay, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, she is his wish. I said, I need another card just to be very, very confident. What is this about? And I got, I feel like I'm missing a card here. I got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the Divine Feminine in the 5D. So now we know, and this is also the match to the Hierophant, High Priest, High Priestess. So now we know the Queen of Cups is the Divine Feminine. So the Three of Swords, this is heartbreak. He knows he broke her heart, okay? And I clarified that, and I got Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a dupe to the 3D space. And then in the After Tarot, what is happening in this 3D space? The Hermit. So I didn't take, when I saw all this come out, I know this is not third party, because I know the Queen of Cups is the High Priestess. And so when I got this is very much that he broke the heart of his Queen of Cups. And now he's alone, Nine of Pentacles. Now he's not in a relationship. He's not in a connection. He's not anything. He's not anything. So he's the Hermit. So what happens in the After Tarot? The Hermit. He learns a lesson. He becomes enlightened. Okay? He becomes enlightened. He learns the lesson. That's what happens. So, again, in the environment, High Priest, High Priestess, they're not talking. He's learning a lesson. He's learning about the contract while he's at work. He's realizing he wants a new beginning with his Queen of Cups, he broke her heart. And at the end of the day, in the 3D, he has gone on the journey, because remember, we have the Hanged Man. That's where we started in the headspace. He'll be on the journey. He'll be enlightened. And now he can see his way back to his feminine. Where is she in the 3D space? What's happening to her environment as she, as related to her masculine? Okay, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is a match to his 5 of Swords. In the 3D, she knows there's conflict. They both lost. They both lost each other. Okay, and now they're both alone. So in the 3D space, 5 of Swords. And then we have 9 of Pentacles. Match to his 3D space, right? The 3 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles. He's heartbroken. He broke her heart. That's why he's now alone. So for her, same thing. We've had this conflict. We've had this fight. We've had this disagreement. And now I'm alone. Okay? And I said, what is this 5 of Swords about? And it was clarified by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a dupe to the, is the bottom of the deck for the After Tarot. So she's like, I'm in conflict over this structure, over this stability, over this commitment. She's like, that's the conflict. So you know what? I'm going to go it alone. I am single now. I am not going to plant any more seeds. And I said, what is this seed planting about? 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is in his heart space. 6 of Cups is in her head space. So she's not planting any more seeds towards the reunion, because she's going to be in a single energy now in the 9 of Pentacles, because she needs to heal. Temperance. And that came up with this, it's a dupe to this clarifier of the moon. In the moon's energy, where she's operating in the dark, going within, she is healing herself to balance out the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups energy. Remember, Queen of Cups here is clarified by the High Priestess and the 9 of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups is his wish. The High Priestess is wise. You know, she operates in the moon's energy as well. She's highly intuitive, and that's where she is, right? And in the heart space, the moon is clarified by temperance, and what she's tempering with her intuitive self is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energy. So now what's happening in the environment is that there's a conflict between the two of them about this union. She is now single, as is he. 7 of Pentacles, we're not investing. She's not investing in union because she has to heal from this communication. So what happens after the fact? Queen of Wands. That's how we know. That's not third party. Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords. She's going to battle her demons. Queen of Wands. She's going to battle this, and she's going to get rid of all of these thoughts that are in her head around the moon's energy, around how she's feeling stuck. She's got 9 of Pentacles 2 times. She was like, I'm just going to be alone. I'm just going to be alone. 9 of Cups, make my own wishes come true, because this communication sucked, okay? And I need to heal from it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to battle my demons. Here's my independent queen. She's going to choose herself. Queen of Wands. Fiery, badass energy. She will move on with or without you. So now we have, let's do messages from the masculine and the feminine before we go to the other energies, okay, of the future and current and future. So what do we have? Bottom of the deck, change. It's about change is about to take place in your life. Jump on it, okay? Why? Because he's in the Hanged Man's energy. He's waking up. He's in the 8 of Cups energy 2 times, walking towards his bliss, leaving behind things and behaviors that don't serve him. She is going through a change where she's choosing herself. So that is what Spirit is saying. Change is about to take place, okay? So what is the message from the masculine to the feminine? The masculine is saying, don't keep yourself in a box. Look at the bigger picture. I almost feel like he's telling both of them that, because he's in the box. Remember, we have the devil's energy here, where the tower is concerned. He's had a realization that he feels stuck. He feels like he's in a box, okay? He's trapped in this situation with his Empress. How do I manifest this Fool's energy, this new beginning? How do I gain clarity? And she is also in a box with this devil's energy. Like, how am I going to manifest, Magician and 9 of Pentacles, my independence from this connection? How am I going to balance my energies, my 3D, 5D energies? So what he's saying to her is, don't keep yourself in a box. Look at the big picture. And I feel like he's saying this because he's in the 8 of Cups energy a lot. He's like, I'm going to move towards my happiness. Then his next card is He's telling her, you have the power within you to create change, and that is what she's doing. She's creating change in her life. What's her message back? She's saying, share. You're starting to attract soulmates to connect with. This is what's happening with her. Here's what I'm thinking, actually, as I'm channeling this. I feel like these are messages from spirit to the masculine. This is what spirit's saying to the masculine. Don't keep yourself in a box, masculine. That's what I'm getting. That resonates with me. And he has the power to create change. Spirit's saying that the masculine has power to create change. What is the change that he is going to walk towards his happiness? Now, message from spirit to the feminine. First card, share. You're starting to attract soulmates to connect with. This is soul tribe. This is other people that are in her tribe where she's gaining strength and power and other connections. She is a goddess. Your intuition is at its highest. Go with your intuition on this. She's in the moon's energy, healing, balancing out the sun and moon's energies. She is our empress. She's the queen of cups. She's the queen of pentacles. She's the queen of wands. She's everything, okay? She's a goddess. And then solitude. She's in the 9 of cups, 9 of pentacles, energy 2 times. She's seeking her independence from this connection. So solitude. And spirit is saying to her, don't be afraid to express to others that now is the time to be alone. And she's wanting to be alone, away from her masculine at this time. What is the message from spirit to the 2? Blessings. Open your heart to start receiving the blessings you deserve. And that could be individually or it could be from each other, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff around the 8 of Wands here. We've got the 8 of Wands once. It's second time here. We got a third time here. And I feel like we have it another time. Oh, here, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's come up 4 times. So I just feel like there's a lot around opening your heart to receiving things, whether it's communication, love, what have you. So that's what we have. All right, let's go to current connective energy. The current connective energy for our twin flame collective couple. What do we have? We'll do 2. Page of Pentacles. There's a desire to make an offer and really move forward and balance things out, okay? Bottom of the deck for the future energies, King of Cups with the 2 of Wands. Where was the 2 of Wands? In his overall energy. Really planning how to get into this energy of the King of Cups, okay? Because he knows. Clarifiers for connective and future. The Hermit. The Hermit with the 9 of Pentacles. So while we are 2 9s, while we are independent from each other, we are learning things. We are learning lessons about how to be open. All right. So what is happening in their connection today? Page of Swords. It's a match to his heart space. Observing. They're observing the connection. They're thinking much more positively maybe about each other. The sun came out in her heart space. So it's like through this observation, through this reflection, there is more positivity, and they're looking now to complete this cycle. What is the cycle that we're completing? Clarified by the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords came out in his overall energy and in her 3D space. We are completing the cycle of the conflict because someone comes forward as the King of Swords. Where was this King of Swords? Bottom of the deck for his clarifiers. Why? Because the Star card, the divine, assisted him in what? The 7 of Swords energy, where he was withholding. So he's going to come forward as the King of Swords. He was divinely guided, and it's all related to the 7 of Swords, what he was withholding. And what was he withholding? Remember? Do you guys remember what he was withholding? And by the way, underneath that was the Sun. And then the Hermit. So this is what he's learning, that this is what's being illuminated. Remember, the 7 of Swords was clarified by 2 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. He's withholding the fact that he wants union and a new beginning. So in the current connective energy, they are reflecting, they are observing, things are being illuminated, and now we're ready to complete this conflict, complete the cycle around this fight, because he comes forward as the King of Swords, and now we can end this painful situation. And I said, all right, I just need to know, what is the 10 of Swords about? First card that came out, Tower. The Tower is about realizations. The Tower is the crumbling of something. This relationship for now had to crumble because it was not sustainable, not able to move forward in the 7 of Swords energy of now we're not hiding third parties. Now we're hiding the fact that I want you, right? So that's got to stop. You got to stop. You got to open your heart, open your mouth, open your mind. And so this, what we're ending is because we've had these realizations that we want to 8 of Cups again, that we want to move towards something. And I said, okay, what are we moving towards? Chariot. I said, okay, well, now there's major movement. What are we moving towards? These two flew out together. 7 of Swords and Death, the end of this withholding behavior. This is the final cycle. I almost feel like I had this channeling a few months ago where he was going to end this behavior, but it was around third parties. Now he's going to end this behavior about not telling her how he really feels and what he wants. So this is the end of the cycle. He's going to end this. It's the death and transformation of this energy. Where are they going in the future? In the future, remember, King of Cups. So is the bottom of the deck. So the Fool, brand new beginning. We're going to start brand new. Why? Because 10 of Swords, we just ended something. So now we're in the Fool's energy. There will be a new beginning. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to be their own individual selves. They're going to stand in their power, and they're moving towards something again. But what are they moving towards now? She can be the Queen of Cups again. That's the energy that she feels. The 6 of Wands in success. 6 of Wands came up here after the Empress. The Queen of Cups is who she's trying to balance herself out to be and heal. And the Queen of Cups is how he's seen her in the 3D and how he knows he's hurt her. So in the future, this new beginning, we stand as individuals who are stronger now. And now we can move forward. She can be vulnerable because he comes forward with the truth, Knight of Swords. And now we take part of this contract. And remember, the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and that's the Queen of Cups in the future energy. That's who we move towards, okay? So that is the reading. Let me know if that resonates. I hope it does. And again, just a reminder, Laura and I are kicking off our California 2B1 speaking tour. The first session is in San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Area in Burlingame this Saturday, March 23rd. Tickets available on my website, queenoflight1111.com. And if you want to book your own personal session with me, then go ahead and do so at queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.